on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Drops back on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Still intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Manning. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown volunteer. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Deep in the end zone, it's Lockett. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which
Caught, and he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Under pressure. Right side, it's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Here's Manning to throw. Hauls it in.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense in Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Staley. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Play action on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball on the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Hits inside. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Could be an alley. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, going to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it. He's dropped.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Arts to throw. He's got it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. If you like offense, this second quarter is probably going to be a game for you. So first down here as they go back to work. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll give it to Brown. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pulls and fired complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Got it. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, we got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he wants it all. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Rush is on. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Manning makes a grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out wide left, it's Brown. Turning it on! And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. Arch Madness. Pulls it in. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Touchdown, Texas! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk. He lets one fly deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he gets it away.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to the big tight end. Left side, it's Davis. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rolling right and going deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Absolutely perfect.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments.
And now the hit knocks it loose. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Delaware Blue Hens. And it's the Cavaliers looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it